guys, how's it going? I hope you're having an awesome day. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to this new video. I'm super excited to do some art with you guys today, so let's get sketching. Alright guys, I'm sat here at my computer and I figured it might be fun to try a character generator. So I just looked up like character generator, and the first one that came up I clicked on, and there is this profile. You can basically make it like randomizes everything, so like fill entire form with random ideas, and then there's like names and gender, age, class, education, and then like personality, and then yeah, so I'm gonna randomize it 10 times, so that was 1, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then I'm just gonna press write me a profile. Alright, so here we have it, and I am going to read this off. Oh, that's a lot, but I'll read it off and then draw someone inspired by this. Let's get drawing. Ooh. So as you guys can see in the right side, I am writing down qualities about her. So I have right here, I'm just going to read it off. It says 35 years old, she's a kitchen assistant, she's an aspiring actress, she's generous, she's from the Turks and Caicos Islands, she's very pale, she has gray hair, brown eyes, and she's super skinny and tall, and is described as being leggy. So I did try and focus that into my drawing because I wanted her torso to be a bit shorter and her legs to be super long. She grew up in the middle class and was raised by her dad after her mom walked out on her when she was, I think it's 3 or 4, I'm not quite sure. She's Christian, so I included a little cross necklace right there. She is straight, she's really into upcycling, so I do end up drawing a little bag hanging over her shoulder that I would assume is upcycled, or maybe from some sort of upcycled store if she didn't make it. She is untidy, so I include a bunch of stains on her, what's that called, an apron. And she studied food science in college, but dropped out before she could finish. She has a diamond face shape, which I try to emphasize a lot, especially in this next drawing, by making the cheekbones stand out a lot. And her favorite foods are oranges and popsicles, so I drew her in the first sketch holding an orange, but I didn't quite love that. So as you can see in this next sketch, I don't include it, but I also don't love this next sketch too much. I kind of like the face a lot because I feel like it's a really cute face. I don't know why, I just like it a lot. But the rest of it's kind of iffy. It was kind of just me throwing out ideas and trying to better get her face down mostly. I decided to do a sort of slicked back hair because the website said that that's kind of like the hairstyle she chooses, is like greased back almost. So I figured a ponytail would be really good for that, and because she is 35, I figured maybe she would also kind of like a sort of greasery look, so I gave her kind of a, I don't remember what it's called, but the little bump in the front of the hair. And right here I'm just drawing a pose for the final product. I know! Tried doing it like kind of a pro way, but turns out I'm just not a pro, so it's not really a pro way. Is it? I'm gonna snip that off too. So I am just cutting one of those giant pieces of paper in half because I didn't want to work on such a big scale, and also it didn't quite fit in the screen or the camera frame, whatever, so I just was like, I'm gonna cut it in half. It took way longer than I'd like to admit, but here we are. I am drawing the pose that I had like scribbled out while I was sketching of her cooking while talking to her best friend. I do not have that much experience with drawing like backgrounds or props too much, so I just kind of did a simple sketch of a pan on a stove, and for some reason I instead of deciding that there was like a counter next to the stove, I was like, oh yeah, the stove's just gonna be shown from the side. So for some reason you can see the stove from the side. I know that's not how it would look, but I was like, it's fine, I'm just gonna go for it. I also struggled so much with her head, which actually is a pretty common thing for me, as I accidentally draw the heads too big, like really often when drawing characters. So I'm glad that I actually stuck with this one, and I drew it over like, I want to say like 6 different times, which was too much. And right here I struggled with the back of the head. I accidentally pretty much more often than not make it too like bulbous, I guess. So I'm glad that I ended up fixing it and making it, I would say it looks pretty good. I did have to look up a reference, and there's no shame in that. I would suggest using a reference if you're not super familiar with anatomy, or if you just want to get better at it. References are a really good way to do that. I'm not very good at looking them up, but I do use them from time to time. So I kind of just, from here, was detailing in the sketch, because I wanted to make sure the pose and anatomy was right first before I actually add in the details, because it sucks to have to start all the way over. But I did include her messy apron, and for some reason I just really liked those first shoes I drew, so I drew her with some big old platform flippy flop type things. I don't know, my sister has a pair and I think they're cute, so I just included them. I feel like she might wear them. So then from there I was kind of just, figuring out what she was wearing and then detailing it in. I'm drawing her like boyfriend jeans, which are just baggier pants, because I thought that would be cute on her. And later I draw in her necklace and a t-shirt. Oh, here we are. I'm drawing it right now. Then we move on to the line art. So right here, I do like to do the line art before coloring. A lot of people actually do line art afterwards, but I have a really bad habit of not quite erasing my sketch and drawing with pencil too dark. So it pretty much permanently is there. So I'd rather not try to erase the whole thing and then do markers and then do pen. But if you do draw light enough, it does add a really cool effect. And drawing with waffles, and I know a couple other people like to use colored pencils that you can erase for sketching, which I really like that look, but I don't own any, so I just have to use graphite. But with those colored pencils, it actually looks pretty cool when you do marker over them. But the graphite just dulls down the markers and stains them and kind of ruins them a little bit. So I like to do pen first. I go through and I outline, wait for a minute, then erase everything, then do the colors. Because that just is what works for me, and I've been doing it like that for a really long time. I'd love to try other things, but at the moment, that's just how I roll. And of course, this video would not be complete without my forehead peeking in and out of frame. And now we are just going to go into all the coloring. I started with her hair because I knew exactly what colors I wanted to use, because I only have so many gray colors. I figured that I should just start there, because the website did give me the fact that she does have gray hair, brown eyes, and very pale skin, so I already had to start close to a color palette. So the first things I did were go in and do her hair, and then I started on her skin. I used a really light color, and then I went in with a little rosy color to shade her nose, her cheeks, elbows, shoulders, and her feet a little bit. So yeah. I like to call this the double-handed marker technique, where you're using 2 markers to blend out colors. So you start with one and then quickly transition over into the other one to blend it out. It's not a real thing, but that's what I do, so I hope you enjoy. I hope this helps. So right here I'm going in with a little bit of a yellowy color, like a yellowish tan color, to kind of show that maybe her apron was white when she first got it, but over the years, since she's so messy, it just kind of turned yellow as it went. And I figured it would be kind of a cute way to add in some color. I also go in with some blue jeans, using a like sky blue color to just do that. And also this marker that I use to shade it that's about to come up. I don't know what's going on with this marker, man, but it was like so gloppy, all the ink that came out of it. So I don't know, a good portion of it I just had a really tough time shading with because of that. So yeah, I don't know what was going on there. If you guys know, let me know in the comments. But at this moment in time, I'm just going to assume that maybe the cap wasn't on quite tight enough. So because she has brown eyes, I also go in with the same brown I use for her eyes on her apron to make stains, and also on her shoes to color those in, so that it kind of is a more balanced drawing, being that the eyes are brown and the shoes are brown and then the middle is brown, so there's a little bit of brown everywhere. Sorry for saying brown so much. I also put it in the food because I figured it would be kind of like stir fry or something that she's cooking, so I added a little bit of green stain to the apron and to the food. And I also go in with a yellowish color and this red color right here. So after adding in the brown, I go in with my white gel pen to fix up some details around the eyes and the outside, and then I go in with washi tape to sort of mimic the style of upcycled items like her purse and her earrings are going to be, because she's so into upcycling. I figured washi tape was a perfect way to get a bunch of different patterns and sort of styles without having to create them in my mind, and I never use washi tape, so I thought it'd be fun. I did mess up on the first one. I forgot kind of what I was doing, but by the end it's all good. I just can't show most of it because my head's covering the camera, so next time I'll just get a better angle. Also, I realized around this time that I never shaded the shirt or the skin, so I actually go back in with a light purple to shade the shirt, and then I go in with a darker skin color to shade the skin. I hope you guys had fun drawing with me today, and I hope you guys like this drawing. Thank you guys so much for watching that video. It was a lot of fun doing art with you guys, and I hope you guys visit me in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below if you want me to do anything in the next video. I will take all your suggestions because I don't know what to do, and I want to do what you guys want me to do. Anyway, have a great rest of your day, guys. Bye!